Okay, so I do want to document again the threat that is the people of the state acting via the exceedingly hostile demon and group stalker Gabriel Arriaga Carbajal, who was crossing path with simultaneity to Los Angeles Police Department's engagement in the criminal elements of monitoring by crossing path in a helicopter under the light source. While you have what is the Asian female, this is a demon who was pacing on the sidewalk in relevant position. This is literally the act of patrolling. Remember, she's engaged in ongoing patrolling while I remain in my office. The light source remains over me. I remain surrounded by engineered light. That's literally demonic activity. It's criminal monitoring. And Gabriel Arriaga Carbajal is crossing path again while LAPD is monitoring. I want to be clear, the communication of a threat by that specific third party, it is that which is done on behalf of the entity. But I want to make sure that I document how Carbajal continues to engage in posing a threat, just like you saw yesterday under the light source. By the way, this is evidence against the entity because after 5 p.m. I was capturing that light source over me in my apartment, 1806, which that building is right over here, and the light source is still present in alignment to my window after 5 p.m. where you saw that third-party group stalker monitoring me inside of my private space, the sex offender that he is, and then expressing what is the behavior of a psychopath, demonstrating the threat that he is to the public, to literally to the to any minor children and the entity that's engaging in monitoring through him. Okay, and I want to be clear, he is illustrative of what is the behavior, the defect, the psychotic mindset. You're talking about a very demented mind state of someone who is hostile because you are being exposed for what you are doing. And it is unmistakable about what you are doing. And Carbajal goes out of his way to engage in what is monitoring in concert with LAPD. That's the documentation I want to make sure I specifically publish. Remember, at 10 o'clock in the morning when I'm at building 1800, the light source is over me. And remember, yesterday at after 5 p.m., the light source remains in my window. That in and of itself, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 7 hours. That's not the natural environment. Carbajal is indeed a sex offender and a terrorist monitoring with the state. And again, documented engaging on behalf of the entity. That's what all of Alvarado Gardens is doing. They're surrounding, engaging in criminal surveillance. That particular third party is going to sit in federal prison for a prolonged period while he is documented threatening the life of an American citizen because he is hostile while the state is being documented. He speaks as the state. Understand that. He's engaging in activity as the state. This is the state that's living at Alvarado Gardens. The state is acting vicariously. While they do so, engaging in criminal surveillance, LAPD is going to federal prison, is going to be disbanded, and the people of the state that are acting on behalf of that entity is going to federal prison. But I just want to document the one that's harassment by an entity is grounds of federal prison. That's a whole psychopath, a sex offender, a group stalker. That's the government itself that is then verbally accosting you because you're documenting. The targeted individuals in this country will document the state. And I'm showing you all the ways in which you will penalize that demon-possessed population as it seeks to torment, harass, terrorize, threaten, harm in any way the target individual while you're enforcing your rights. Okay, it is currently 10:55 a.m. and that's the image you'll see. You'll see Carbajal in the image I captured right before this video. He's in the distance. He used his vehicle as a means of crossing path, and then he's walking, and you can see his head above the dumpster in the distance. That's criminal monitoring. And in the specific environment, he is not coincidentally arriving home from work or on a break or something. It's a pattern of conduct, and they are doing it simultaneously with the entity that is heavily stalking in helicopter. That's criminal surveillance. This is P.O.C.